Okay, so this time we're going to talk about geometric sequence. So when we say geometric sequence, these are the sequence in which there is what? Common ratio between any consecutive terms. So we denoted the common ratio as small letter r. And nakukuha natin yung common ratio if we divide the second term to our first term. Okay, common ratio is equal to second term divided by the first term. So we also have a formula in geometric sequence, which is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times r raised to n minus 1. Okay, a sub 1 natin, that is our first term. A sub n, ito yung term na hinahanap natin. Okay. So, dapat alam muna natin kung paano tayo naghahanap ng common ratio bago tayo mag-proceed sa geometric sequence. So, let's have an example number 1. We have a sequence of 5, 15, 45, and 135. Now, let's find the common ratio of this sequence. So, sabi natin, nakukuha natin yung common ratio if we're going to divide the second term to our first term. So, in this sequence, our second term is 15. And our first term is 5. So, 15 divided by 5, that is 3. So, in this sequence, the common ratio is 3. So, sa geometric sequence, ang common ratio natin, minumultiply natin siya sa bawat terms natin. So, we have 5 times 3, that is 15. 15 times 3, that is 45. And 45 times 3, that is 135. So, ibig sabihin, sa bawat consecutive terms natin, there is a common ratio of 3. Okay, let's have another example number 2. So, we have negative 7, 14, negative 28, and 56. Again, in finding the common ratio, we divide the second term to our first term. Okay, so we have 14, negative 7. So, 14 divided by negative 7, that is negative 2. Okay, so, negative 7 times negative 2, that is 14. And 14 times negative 2, negative 28. And negative 28 times negative 2, that is 56. Okay. Okay, so gamitin natin yung example natin in solving the next two terms. So, ibig sabihin, hahanapin natin yung two terms after this sequence. So, kanina, na-solve natin na ang common ratio of this sequence in number 1 is 3. So, para mahanap natin yung susunod na term, imumultiply natin siya sa ating last term. So, 135 times 3, ilan yun? So, that is 405. And 405 times 3, we have, okay, so 1,215. So, let's solve for number 2. So, sabi natin dito, ang common ratio natin is negative 2. So, yung 56, imumultiply natin by negative 2. So, that is negative 112. And negative 12 times negative 2, that is ilan? So, negative 12 times negative 2, that is positive 224. Okay, so this time we're going to determine the indicated term in the given geometric sequence. So, on our number 1 example, we have a sub 5. And we're going to find a sub 5 with this sequence, 1, 3, 9. So, let's identify first all the given. So, our a sub 1, that is 1. And a sub n, we are looking to a sub 5. And n is 5. And the common ratio is, so we have 3 divided by 1, that is 3. Yung nakuha. So, let's use the formula in solving geometric sequence, which is a sub n is equal to a sub 1 times the common ratio raised to n minus 1. So we have 1 multiplied by the common ratio of 3 raised to 5 minus 1. Okay. So 5 minus 1, that is 4. So we have 3 raised to 4. So since 1 times 3 is 3 naman. And 3 raised to 4, that is equivalent to what? 81. So, ibig sabihin, ang ating fifth term on this geometric sequence is 81. Okay, so let's have another example. We have 3, 15, and 75, and we're going to find the seventh term, or a sub 7. So, again, let's identify first our given on this geometric sequence. So, our first term, or a sub 1, that is 3. The a sub n is a sub 7. N is our 7. We are looking to 7th term. And the common ratio is 15 over 3. Second term divided by first term, that is 5. Okay, so let's solve. So using the formula, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 multiplied the common ratio raised to n minus 1. So, substitute lang natin yung mga given natin. We have 3 times the common ratio of 5 raised to n minus 1, 7 minus 1. 3 times 5 raised to 7 minus 1, that is 5 raised to 6. So, unahin muna natin ikunin yung 5 raised to 6 bago natin i-multiply by 3. So, 5 raised to 6, ilan yun? So, that is 15,625. And 15,625 times 3. So that is 46,875. So ibig sabihin, ang ating a sub 7 is 46,875. Siya yung 7th term sa ating sequence.